The radiator in this car gave up. It's partially removed. You can see the green antifreeze there leaking out there between the plastic and the aluminum. It's actually leaking from, well, okay, I tried to repair it once. It was leaking there with glue, and now it's also leaking there. If I shake it a little bit, there you can see stuff. You can see this antifreeze bubbling up. Let's just give it a little shake. There we go. There we have it. Wunderschön. I mean, a piece of garbage needs to be replaced. And what I've done so far is I removed a piece of the air filter. I'll show you when I put it back together. And 2 pieces of fan that were there. They just pop in there or pop out. You can see it on those. Those are the little feet for it. 1, 2. Same for the other side. And here is this connector for it. It just got disconnected. Super simple there. Other one here. There's the connector for it. And those will just connect back here. Here is one for one side and the other for the other side. And I'll show you when I put it together how it goes together, so you can see the clean new parts. But I did want to show you that one bubbling. That kind of stuff happens. And also my coolant level is down there. So slowly what's being lost here and is bubbling out and is lost from the system, that also shows up in the reservoir. So needs to be replaced. It's over 10 years old. Let me see, 2002, and this is 2014. So it's time to replace it. Now the radiator has been removed from this space and it's yonder. So let's take a look how it looks like. Hooking it up is fairly straightforward. This is the bottom of the radiator. This big rubber foot and this big rubber foot is gonna be the same on the new one. It's important that you match it up, you know, preferably before you take it apart as much as you can. So there is that rubber foot and there's the other one. And for the radiator, it's got 4 points of hookup. Okay, 5. This one is for transmission oil, engine coolant in, engine coolant out, and there's one more little bit for the radiator cap. So same on this side, and just flip it around. So that's where the engine coolant and sorry, that's for the transmission oil, coolant, and coolant. Radiators also have a drain plug somewhere. This one has it here. So while it was in the car, I had to drain everything. It's in a whatever, it's in a cucumber jar there. It's a little bigger than a cucumber jar, I'll show you. So this is how it looks like when it's out from the car, and that's the old part. This is the new part. It comes with a new radiator cap. Very important, because all the rubber surfaces on this one are dirty and don't seal well enough. So where the new one is going is exactly where the old one was. And I'll just show you the contact points here. This is for the transmission. Transmission oil. That's for the big rubber foot on the radiator. Here, this one also for the transmission. So one in, one out, whichever the case may be. So you've got the idea there. Here is this one for the engine coolant as well. I just kind of bent it that way. I don't want to crack it though when and you should really check it for cracks, because everything is 12 years old on this car. And one more radiator, big hose this way down here, and there is one more spot for the foot. The fans come. Okay, I turn these brackets around. I'll show you the brackets when I work on the top end here. The fans will go and land here on the radiator, 2 feet for one of the fans on the bottom and 2 bolts up top there, and one little peg leg for the second radiator, and these 2 bolts up here for the radiator. So radiator, it just fits into that hole and just slides together. It's really straightforward, and it's very well laid out. I got the same tabs and hookup points and everything on the new one, so I'm gonna muscle the new piece in. And then there we have it in 2.5 minutes. Seriously, this new one got installed at the bottom end. Take a look at that connection there. It's really easy to, it just slips right on the little piece of pipe, and this clamp got installed on it with a pair of pliers. Same on that one. There, have a closer look. And same on that there, same on that pipe. It slips on. Once you get the old ones off, the new ones slip on really easily. And oh, I did want to point out that you have 2 radiators on a car, because the second one just behind this one, I've kind of pulled it out a little bit there. The second one behind the first one is for the air conditioning, so don't touch that and don't disconnect it, okay? And tools wise, okay, I just have a couple of these bolts that got removed, and those are at the top end here, like 2 here and 2 here, and then this bracket got removed there. With those ones I just flipped it around so I don't mess up the left side with the right side. So same on this side, just flipped it around, cleaned it, put it back on there. And this is a 10mm wrench here that I used, and for draining the radiator, Phillips number 2, and there is stuff drained. And oh yeah, one more thing, yeah, it was also leaking here at that point. You can't really see it anymore because there's no there's nothing in it, there's no coolant in it. And I lifted the car up. I don't know how much you can see it. You can kind of see it there. Jack, yeah, stand, bunch of wood, more woods, the hydraulic jack, so the car slopes strongly to the back. Yeah, that stuff is just clean water because I rinsed it out. And that's really all it takes. I'll show you how this top part connects. If I put the camera somewhere here, there we have it. Maybe some extra light, yeah, we'll see. These hoses connect really easily. I just want to make sure that the rubber feet are in the proper places. Oh yeah, be careful with the fins. Don't touch these fins because they bend really easily. So they slip on just like that. Seriously, that's all it takes. And then you grab your pair of pliers and just put the clamp back where it was, pretty much there. And when it's on, the hose can, well, these ones don't turn, the ones for the coolant, but the ones below there for the for the transmission fluid, transmission oil, those you can twist. Even with the clamp on, you can twist it around a little bit. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but that's exactly how it was installed. That's exactly how it is going back together. It should hold and it should work. Now I put this one on just to show you how easily these hoses go back on, but I need to put the fan in here, so I'm gonna take it apart. Now it's super easy. When it's when you have crud on the hoses and on the radiator connecting pipes here, it's a little more time and a little more twisting and pulling, but it comes apart just like so. So now I'm gonna have to put the fans back in and clip them together. Just a sec. So these fans I have in my hands, one of them comes with 1 foot, the other one has 2 little feet. This one has just one. There you can kind of see it there. This goes on this side and just has to meet up with the hole below there. No, that's a mess. There we have it. Good. And the top here lines up. The brackets line up with the bolt holes there. And those would be there. That's how it goes together. There. Good to go for putting the bolts back into that one. So let me just put it down here. I know you can't see a whole lot, but it's getting dark, and that's all you're gonna get. It's fairly straightforward. And then this piece of wire, that was part of it. Let's see, you don't have the wire in view. There, now you do, and my lens cap and everything. There, this part here clips back in there. It was this way. There. Good. That one's in, and this little tab was somewhere there. There, exactly there. So if it stays in there, no, it doesn't want to stay in there. Okay, so that's that. Sorry guys, it's getting really dark. And on this side I have this second fan with 2 of these feet, one there and one there. It's going in like so. There, super straightforward. There, it's good right where it landed. There. Okay, I'm gonna show you how the top end looks like. You don't wanna watch me do this. Sorry. Alright, everything is connected back here. There, you can see it. The big hose, you can see the clamp of it here. The little one for the overflow, this is connecting it to the reservoir. Here is the new radiator cap. It's going in there. The old one is with the old one. Let's see. Let's see. That's how it goes. Yep, that's how it is. Alright, that one's done. And these brackets, here is one bracket. This bracket just needs to be flipped around, just like so, and it's holding the radiator like that. Like so. Same on the other side. You can kinda see it. Very straightforward. Oops, don't want to lose that nut. On this new radiator, it's aftermarket. I find that these 2 bolts are kinda shorty. Feel short. I'm gonna have to replace them with slightly longer ones. There, this one here, it's not even in, so it's just there for demo. Alright, just pretend those ones are tightened, and then this big plastic piece, which is part of the air filter, connects there to the this is your air filter, and that's also an intake pipe there. That's how it goes. That part there connects there, so I'm just gonna have to flip it upside down about yay so. And I only have one hand for this one. And then when you put them together, there, take a look, because I'm gonna have to hold this one. You see that one connects there, the same 10mm bolt and this part here connects on top of this one there, and then assembly will be complete, good to go for a test run while it's still on the stand. Oh yes, I would need to fill in obviously 50-50 nice fresh mix, and then it's go for a test run.